Hello everyone, I'm Hotel Delta and I haven't uploaded in a while, but I thought now would be a really good time to do it because it's getting really close to that time of the year that happens every year where a new Call of Duty game is revealed. And the USB stick that I had before to transfer videos to my PC had broken, so I hadn't been able to make gameplays anyway. But now I got a new one, so more regular uploads will probably be happening. But today I wanted to talk about something that you've probably all heard about if you're a Call of Duty fan, and that's the rumours going around of the leak that the next Call of Duty game is called Call of Duty World War II, and of course that also leaks the setting as World War II. There's also been some artwork and stuff leaked for it as well, and it was something that all along that I really didn't think would happen. I'm kind of excited for it. I know a lot of people are excited for it, even though I'm one of the people who are more supportive of the new direction they took with the new movement and the futuristic kind of stuff. But I do kind of like the idea of it changing up and going back to World War II, because in its way now, because it hasn't been in the past setting for so long, it's kind of innovating just because it's going back. But hopefully Sledgehammer Games doesn't just rely on the fact that it's a World War II game to make sales, because I know that's a possibility that companies might do that. They'll just use the setting as a sales point. But I trust in Sledgehammer Games because their first title, Advanced Warfare, was actually really revolutionary. A lot of people take for granted that it was the first title to introduce new movement, supply drops, and a lot of stuff that are now staple in Call of Duty, albeit these also being some of the more hated things in Call of Duty. Still, they've always been there now since Advanced Warfare, so it's kind of cool that they brought us with the new movement and now they're taking us out of that movement. So they're kind of the ones who are changing up the core mechanics of Call of Duty in a big way, so it's kind of interesting to see that. In terms of this actual leak, now of course it's not officially confirmed and a lot of people are already just kind of confirming it themselves, but at the same time it does look extremely legitimate. As far as leaks go, there's been so much evidence just consistently pumping out supporting the leaks that have come out so far. Creditable sources have come out and said that these leaks are true. I would go ahead and say it's probably about 95% likely that it's going to be World War II. The thing I wanted to talk about really is how that World War II setting is actually going to work in Call of Duty, because it was something I was putting off a lot because I just really didn't think it would happen, because it doesn't make sense from where Call of Duty is at the moment to take a few steps back. Because if you don't really know, that the World War II setting is very restrictive on a lot of things that are now staple in Call of Duty. So Uplink is a game mode that isn't actually that popular anymore. It's certainly not in Infinite Warfare anyway, but that would just be a no-go. Uplink would just not happen in World War II, so that's something we'd have to count out. And there's a few other things. I know a lot of people are really excited for this World War II setting, but at the same time they don't really know that it's probably not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same as the nostalgia they got from World at War, because that was a different time. This was before a lot of the stuff that we know now would actually come out. Are people actually ready for this franchise to take a few steps back in that sense? Because at the moment, Modern Warfare Remastered isn't a game that people play. Certainly not a lot of people play a lot. They don't play it religiously. Certainly not like they did COD 4 back when it was out. But I'm not suggesting that this is a World at War Remastered. I'm fully aware there's probably going to be a completely different game, but at the same time it's got that setting. It's going to be something that's going to be interesting to see how they do this setting. Hopefully they do a lot of things they did with Advanced Warfare and bring it back, the firing range, the virtual lobby. I could see supply drops making its way into this game somehow. The customization is going to be much more limited because soldiers, they wouldn't wear bright pink and stuff that you see in Infinite Warfare. You can get away with that kind of crazy stuff in a futuristic game because it's far-fetched anyway. The setting is quite far-fetched. But when you take it to World War II and then you have bright pink soldiers, that is going to annoy a lot of people. So I'm sure they're not going to do that. But again, the more things they're taking out, the less customization we're going to have, and it's kind of... It's strange because I'm excited for it in the way that I want to see what they do for it. So it's more of a curiosity excitement. It's not really an excitement for the game because I just know that it's not going to have as much in it as, say, Infinite Warfare. And a lot of people have actually criticized Infinite Warfare for not having enough content, because we've only just got leaderboards and emblem editor and contracts now, stuff that some people believe should have been there when the game came out, even though they were probably spending their time focusing on more other important stuff. Not everyone uses leaderboards. I don't use leaderboards. I've never used them in my entire life. Some people never use them, but I'd much rather them spend them time making balance tweaks to weapons and stuff, which is what they probably did. So yeah, it's I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as content rich as Infinite Warfare, because at the moment it's got a lot of stuff in it. The amount of loot in the supply drops in Infinite Warfare is ridiculous, and they're throwing in new weapons all the time. And I know there was a lot of weapons in World War II, but a lot of them we've already used, so they're not really going to feel new in that sense. Whereas with a future weapon you can just make it how you want, make it feel really fun to shoot and stuff like that. A good example of this is the X Eon. If you've actually used that weapon, it's so fun to shoot. There's only so many times you can remake the MP4 MP40. Like, how many times have we had the MP40 now? Because it's been in zombies. We've had, you know, like Black Ops 2 zombies in Origins. We've had it in Black Ops 3 zombies, I think, at some point as the HG40. Yeah, but it's, you know, we're gonna probably use the MP40 again, and it's just like, it's been done too many times, and there's a point where World War II actually becomes a bit boring because it's been done so many times. Like, we've had COD 1, 2, 3 and World at War. I know we haven't had it in a while, but still, I think it's going to be quite boring from that sense, just because it's been done before. It's going to have the same problem that Modern Warfare Remastered has. But apart from that, I hope they do a good job with incorporating a lot of the stuff that has improved Call of Duty, such as, you know, like networking, you know, the connection to servers and stuff like that, and then the 3-lane map design would be a big one, and then just, you know, graphically how the weapons feel and stuff like that, the sound, which is a big worry for me because Advanced Warfare had really bad sounds in my opinion. But yeah, there's a lot of things they could improve on using newer technologies, but at the same time, I just don't think it's going to be, it's not going to live up to the hype that everyone's saying it's going to. If it's an alternate World War II though, which is something that was being thrown around a little bit, which it doesn't look like from the artwork that's been leaked, but if it was alternate World War II, I would be extremely excited for that. That would be something new, something different, and I'm kind of like fingers crossed for that. If it's just regular World War II, I mean, a lot of people are going to be super excited for it, but I'm just not. It's just like, I would legit rather in Infinite Warfare 2 or Ghost 2, or, you know, it's the games they couldn't even make anyway. Even Advanced Warfare 2, which is something they could make, I would actually prefer that. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you on the next video. Hotel Delta out.